Hello everybody, welcome back once more to Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright. I'm TheOutbackAl.
I'm Hot for Justice.
I'm Yin&Jung.
I'm Chibi Noob.
And I'm NB Jitters.
And it's time to stick a monkey wrench in this guy's testimony. Let's present some evidence. Because this guy's saying that before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name, but if she died instantaneously, that's a clear contradiction.
Alright.
Let's present some evidence.
So we gonna present the autopsy report?
Yeah, let's make sure it says the right thing. Single blunt force trauma, death was instantaneous. How could they have written shit?
Well, hopefully this is it.
I hope so.
This has to be it.
I mean, it's clear. Yeah, objection.
Yes! Okay,
Detective
the
Gumshoe.
bar went away. That means we got it.
Yeah.
What's the bar?
The bar that, keeps track of how many we got wrong. It'll deplete as we keep going, and then if we lose
Okay, so
all
that's
of it...
what that is.
Yeah. We'll basically, lose the trial.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, if that thing disappears, that means we're good.
Okay. Detective Gumshoe. There's one thing I want to clarify. I got one more question. Now, you say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. As she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. Well, that's really what you're saying.
What? This isn't one of them lawyer tricks now, is it?
This is called law.
Of course she wrote it! Why, who else could have?
You have it backwards, detective.
Backwards?
Yeah. The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately.
But...
No butting your way out of this one, detective.
But
He's so funny.
Order! Order!
Someone take my order.
I'd like a milkshake! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write down anything or the time to find that piece of paper.
Objection. Mr. Wright. Oh, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report?
This dumbass gave it to me. When? Day of the murder, day after. I think it was the day after the murder, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the next day.
It was the day after the murder.
The prosecution's point being...
I know where we're going with this.
Oh, shit.
That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor.
No! Fuck you.
What? So you're withholding evidence? Alright, case closed. This is a mistrial. Bullshit.
A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request.
Oh.
So when you tamper with the evidence, that's prison time, pal.
Fuck you.
Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt
bullshit.
object. But there is possibility that the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning.
Don't you think that the killer would have, made sure that she
No
was
way.
good and dead and not let her write anything? I don't know. Just saying.
I mean, that's the thing, but this is also, you had to present this to us before it was allowed to be presented in court. But, whatever. This is not a real legal system.
Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya.
And that's exactly what you're doing. Imagining it.
That is all.
Oh.
Oh.
I see everything. Damn you, Edgeworth. You sexy bastard. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve.
This is just pissing me off.
Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say?
Yeah, you're withholding evidence.
You're a sham!
The detective's a sham. I'm a sham.
Which one do we want to say? I mean, the detective is clearly incompetent.
Yeah.
I think, personally, Edgeworth is going after his own goods. He's messing with something to his own end. Probably because he's having an affair with Miss May, but that's just me.
You're a sham. The detective's a sham. I'm a sham.
I don't know. Where do you think we should go? We shouldn't say I'm ashamed. I'm just giving up.
Obviously. I'm leaning more toward detective, but that's just me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's much more easily, clearly...
Flustered.
Flustered and... doesn't exactly know what he's doing, so it'd be very easy to be like, this guy's unreliable.
Yeah.
Detective Gumshoe, you're a sham. How could you give me a faulty report? I thought...
Detective Gumshoe, I'm disappointed in you, handing him the wrong reports like that.
I'm sorry, sir.
You are at fault, Detective.
God.
This isn't going to look good on your evaluation next month.
What? Oh.
Your Honor, I submit this report to the court.
Oh.
Do you understand?
Understood. The court accepts the evidence.
It shouldn't. Guy from by a blunt object may have lived for a few minutes after being hit.
Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer.
I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes.
This isn't good.
The prosecution would like to call its next witness.
Oh, we get Miss May.
This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes.
Oh, I can't wait to prosecute her.
Hey, you ready?
Here we
It's
go.
your turn.
Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand.
Please stop acting like that. Exactly what part of her is innocent?
Meow.
Oh, weirdo. Where are your eyebrows?
I don't know.
Witness, your name, please.
April May. At
What
your service.
just happened?
Wink.
Could that skirt get shorter?
Yes.
It could be a belt.
Could become underwear.
Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd.
Were they like getting hot or something?
The witness will refrain from wanton winking.
Winking is fine, but winking with wanton. That's,
Aw, yes, Your Honor.
This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Frickin' hookers.
Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred?
Gee, I was like in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch.
And this hotel is directly across from the Fanco law offices.
That's right, big boy.
Please testify to the court about what you saw.
And nothing else.
Christ.
It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair.
Mousy.
Then the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. Wink.
What did I just say about wanton winking?
Well, Your Honor.
Nice tits.
I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony.
Is it, though?
Bullshit. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any.
Well, hold up there. I might see a reason to bother the witness a little bit. Wait, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Wright.
Don't I get a cross-examination here?
I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm.
I'm sure something's quite firm, but, it wasn't the testimony.
Mr. Wright, I understand you are Ms. Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimony.
If there's tiny faults, then it's not perfectly good. Hey, how dare you?
Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness?
Oh, yeah, we're doing it.
Yeah.
We're going for it. I'll gladly proceed with the
I don't
cross-examination.
know what piece of evidence we can use
If
against
only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness.
Very well. You may begin your cross-examination.
The witness's account. Okay, let's see what they got. 9 at 9.
I mean, yeah.
That's
When
true.
That's true.
Look out the window, you know.
You know.
Do we know?
I don't know. Next.
Saw one with long hair being attacked.
That's
Fine.
fine, right?
One attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the fence
We know
chair.
that's false, but...
Yeah, but we can't prove that yet.
Press.
Can you press it?
Let's go through all of them and then press.
Okay.
Dodged to one side, ran away. There's no real way to contradict that. We don't have any evidence of it yet. The girl caught up with her and hit her.
That's a short test.
Press.
Hold up. How do you know she was the defendant?
Huh? Well, you know. She had a girlish physique. Women know these things.
But they both have long hair.
Look, I just know, okay?
There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. It was you, Mr. Wright.
Oh!
You noticed.
The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor.
Well, I got a loaded gun if you want to try me.
We questioned the testimony.
We're gonna question this testimony. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks.
What?
Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you're lying. You saw nothing. You're lying or you saw nothing?
nothing.
You saw nothing. You lose.
Did you really see the defendant at all?
Got her.
Got him.
Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this?
We'll see you in a minute, Your Honor.
Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless
Well, we could tell that.
about this, I mean.
Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fay, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique.
Ooh.
Yeah, she dresses kind of funky.
No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her.
Hey!
And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me.
What?
However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus.
But.
Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder.
So that's why we questioned.
Oh, she was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May?
Roar! What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling.
Watch it, I got a wife, maybe. I
Miss
don't know.
May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
Stop
I'm
waggling
sorry,
your
Your
tits.
I'll be a good girl, I promise. Oh, wink.
Rebel.
Your testimony again, if you please.
Damn, I almost had it.
I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman,
The dodged.
the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her.
Hippie clothes.
Hippie clothes.
And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did.
What weapon?
That clock, the kind of statue.
How do
How'd
you know
you
it was a
know
clock?
it was a clock?
The thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you?
Oh, I know what we're pressing next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How the fuck you know it was a clock?
I see.
No, you don't.
I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning.
So do we.
Please begin the cross-examination.
Oh,
With
gladly.
pleasure, Your Honor.
Ding, ding.
Okay, so should we present some evidence in regard to that statement of it being a clock?
I think we press it.
Yeah. Get more information out of her so that way we can be like, haha, how did you know?
Can't be close. Bit insulting, but okay.
Yeah, how do you know it was a clock?
Only someone privy to that sort of information would know. A clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently?
Yeah, your first case.
Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all.
No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now.
What?
Well, let's look at our evidence.
Yeah.
Because we should have a thing.
There's the wiretap and there's the statue.
Okay, that's a murder weapon. Looks like a statue, but it's actually a clock. But most people didn't know that.
We save the wiretap for later. I know
Yeah, I have a
that.
feeling that's our, like, ace in the hole.
But it has to be... We have to use that statue. How would she know? That's the thing. It looks like a statue, but it's actually a clock. You won't be able to tell if it's a clock.
That's true. Maybe we press on this.
Should we present it?
Yeah.
Objection! Oh, it didn't go away.
Yes!
It did go away. Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing.
Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you?
Keep it in your pants.
Naughty Mr. Lawyer.
You just said this statue of the thinker was a clock. But there's no way of you knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock, too. And he was found guilty of murder.
Oh.
Rabble, rabble, rabble.
Order! Order! Where's my milkshake?
Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock?
Ooh.
Objection.
Of course.
The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important to
No, it's not.
The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns.
Not really, no.
We're trying to point out the obvious. Yes. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Miss Wright. No,
I will not
fucking
withdraw my
not.
question.
Pass.
Objection! But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once.
Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness.
Yeah, .1 Phoenix. Whoa, that was close. If he stopped me there, the trial will be over.
Huh? What? So, what happens now?
You gotta answer me, baby. What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock?
What? That's
Important information.
because I heard it?
And how did you hear it?
Yes, I heard it say the
From
time.
across the street.
So you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co.
No! Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room.
Oh, yeah.
How?
The law offices of Fane Co., where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel.
It's across the street.
She could have easily
That's a
heard
loud-ass
the clock.
clock if that's the case.
Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied?
No!
No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because she couldn't have heard it. It couldn't have rung? What does that mean?
Was it broken because I got hit or something? That doesn't
No.
make it now.
I
think
have
she
batteries.
could have heard it.
She couldn't have heard it.
Yeah, she couldn't have heard it. You were at the hotel. There's no way you could have heard a clock go off in the building next door.
Objection.
Fuck off.
You have proof that she could not.
What? Basic laws of physics!
Amateurs, listen to me, Mr.
Oh,
Rhymes.
shut up!
In the courtroom.
Yeah, you don't have any proof, you dipshit.
Proof is everything. Without it, you have nothing. You are nothing.
I'm about to turn you into nothing. Now I would like to propose a test to see if she really could have heard.
the prosecution denies your
Well, it's not up to
request.
It's not up to you, it's up to the judge
Yeah,
to
it's up
do
to
it.
the judge.
What? On what grounds?
This is a trivial matter with no direct bearing on the case of
It absolutely does. I'm going to bring up once again my cousin Vinny. There was a witness who saw it from 100 yards away. He went from 50 yards away and held up 2 fingers and asked how many fingers he was holding up. The lady said 4. She could not have seen something 100 yards away. It was perfectly legitimate.
Indeed. Objections to saying no!
Aww.
Hacks! I'm calling hacks!
Time to switch directions, quick.
Ready to proceed, Mr. Wright?
You
Oh.
bet your ass. No, Your Honor. I can't give up now.
Yes!
I'm not satisfied because
That's like
it
put
couldn't
up.
have rung. Your Honor, Your Honor, members of the court. It is inconceivable the clock in question rang. The batteries are dead.
Is that really the answer?
I mean, there were
Wait,
no batteries.
wait. Let's check the court record.
There are papers in it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
There are no
so
batteries.
It's empty.
It's empty.
Or no? Yeah. It's empty.
I mean, well, hold on. Let's look at the court record.
Court record, yeah. Let's check those messages.
Because the message on the phone was like, there's evidence inside the thinker. I took out the batteries.
Ah.
There's a clock.
Oh, it isn't talking right.
Huh? It's not working? That's lame.
I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. I put some papers inside it instead.
So it's not that it's empty. The clockwork was
The
taken
batteries are.
Well, that could be mean it's empty.
out. Okay.
So we can't present that right now, but we can say it's empty. I think it's empty, because technically speaking, it's not broken, but the insides are taken out
Does
to
that
become
mean
a storage
it's
thing.
broken though, or empty?
But it's not empty, technically.
Okay, then let's go with broken.
Or the batteries are... Well, it's kind of weird how he phrased the batteries are dead. They took the clockwork
Well,
batteries
the
out.
batteries aren't dead then, they're just
Yeah.
gone. So it's either empty or broken.
What do you think, Gab?
Can I point out that we were able to go back to the last thing when
Yeah.
we picked the wrong thing? So even if we picked the wrong thing, we can probably come back here.
Yeah.
I think we know it's not the battery, so it's either one or the other. So which one do you guys want to go with first?
I'd say it's empty.
Okay.
That clock is missing its clockwork.
Okay, there we
There
go.
Bam, bam.
How could you possibly...
Just take a look right now.
Oh!
See anything interesting, Your Honor?
It is as the defense says! This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty.
Rubble, 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 rubble.
Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this?
Gladly.
It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Well, maybe not fat, but... Yo, fat! Sorry, Yin stepped out for a moment. Well, Miss May?
Tisk tisk.
I want to punch this guy so bad.
Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright.
He knew the clock was empty somehow. He knew.
I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however.
Which is...
Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed?
Before.
If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction.
Well, we got some proof for you.
Yeah, the phone records.
That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it.
And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor.
No,
No,
that's
it's
not.
not.
No, present that phone.
Well,
Can
Mr.
we present it
Wright,
now?
can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Yes!
Yeah, yes.
Ho ho, impossible, of course.
So bad.
Oh, we're about to find it. I have proof.
What?
Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. Oh yeah, you like that. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed will be shown next time. Bye-bye. You already know what we're showing, but bye-bye. It's going long.
Hey, thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and ring the bell icon for notifications. If you enjoyed this video, give us a like, and feel free to check out some of our other gaming videos, our weekly podcast Anime Yay or Nay, or our parody series Madoka Magically Abridged. See you next time!